Hey, welcome back everybody. We're ready for a new week. Week 29, and we're in the middle of April. Okay? Now, I like to think of this as Inspiration Week. We had our spring break, we came back last week, and our head was all foggy, and we weren't sure what exactly we were trying to accomplish. And now, the flowers are blooming. It's 70 degrees outside, and we want to make sure that you are inspired by the world around you. Okay? So, in this episode, we're on Monday and Tuesday in class. How are you going to change the world? Music? Writing? Inventing? Creating? Family? Okay. Your generation is going to change the world. There are so many things happening right now that my generation, we can't even wrap our heads around it, much less be on the cutting edge. To start this conversation, we want to make sure that you're aware that we're on Mars. That this week, for the first time in human history, we're going to fly a drone on a place that's 170 million miles away. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Seriously. And that item is called Ingenuity. Okay? And it's from the Perseverance rover that they landed this month on Mars. Okay? They're going through a series of tests, and in theory, this week, they're going to fly it. Okay? Now, we'll have a little class discussion here. Mr. Miller's going to click on this little button here, and we're going to show a bunch of different pictures from Mars. Okay? Maybe you're not interested in Mars. That's okay. The inspiration is the fact that everything that you see on the page here did not exist 5 years ago. All new inventions. We're on the edge of a new industrial revolution. In your history classes, you're going to have a unit on the Industrial Revolution of 1880. From 1880 to 1920, they invented the light bulb, electricity, the assembly line, telephone, telegraph, okay, the car. For the last 140 years, we've been living on those inventions. It's your generation that's going to take us into the new industrial revolution. And we're going to want to make sure that you're inspired to be part of it. Okay? So pause this video, have a group discussion, talk about all the things in the world that inspire you, that make you excited to get up each day, and how you can be part of the new industrial revolution. All right? So, after you've done all that discussion, come on back, and we're going to talk about some math. And it's that time of year where we want to do a survey to think about everything that happened this year. So I'm going to ring the bell, and the next time I ring the bell means I'm going to go on with this video. But I'm hoping this class discussion about being inspired, it might last the whole day. Okay, welcome back. Explore, dream, discover. I know that on one of those Fridays in the past, we've already posted this Mark Twain quote. But 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things you did not do than by the ones you did. Sail away from the safe harbor, explore, dream, discover. All right? So welcome back. We want you to know that we believe in you, we need you, and we hope that you're inspired to help change the world. All right, back to SOH CAH TOA. All right. Now, we just want you to read this. It's out of your book, page M3148. All right? Movable bridges are designed to open waterways for large boats and barges. If you've actually been to Portland or Seattle, they actually have drawbridges. Maybe you've seen a drawbridge. All right? The maximum height of the open bridge deck of the movable bridge is 37 feet. That's the height. The waterway is 85 feet across. Calculate the angle and measure formed by the movement of the bridge. This is the type of stuff engineers do. This is something that exists in the real world. SOH CAH TOA. Okay? Trigonometry. We actually use this on a regular basis as engineers that design things, and we want you to be aware of it. So in order to do that, we have a little activity today, and Mr. Miller is going to give you a page with some problems on each side. So everybody, grab that sheet of paper and look at page number 1. Okay? Now, we're going to pause the video, and you guys are just going to have a discussion where we're going to label. Label, label, label. What are we going to label? The OPP, the ADJ, the HYP. Over and over and over. Okay? So, I'm going to ring the bell. I'm just going to go ahead with this video, but you don't need this video because we want this to be a class discussion where you guys all chant the answers. Alright? So, here we go. Pause the video if you're in class. Here we go. Alright. Determine the unknown lengths of the trigonometric ratios. Calculate the missing length of the ratio. Today we're not calculating, we're labeling. Okay? So, first of all, here's our reference angle. Across from the reference angle is the OPP. Across from the 90 degree. What's the name of the side that's always across from the 90 degrees? The HYP. Okay? Chant it in class. And then that new vocabulary word next to the ADJ. Okay? Alright. The OPP, the HYP, the ADJ. Alright. Now, in this case, we have the OPP, that's X, and the ADJ. The OPP over the ADJ. Which one of our trigonometric functions deals with the OPP and the ADJ? We got SOH CAH TOA. Everybody, TOA. Everybody write TOA, and everybody write equal to the tangent 40 degrees. Alright? Okay. Now we're just going to go ahead and we're going to start moving quickly. Okay? So we have the reference angle, the REF. Across from the reference is the OPP. Next to is the ADJ. Always across from the 90 is the HYP. Okay? So, opposite, adjacent. The OPP over the ADJ is equal to the tangent. And in this case, it's 60 degrees. And I'm going to go one step further. Equals X over 6. Okay, now we're flying along. The REF, the reference angle. Across from the reference angle is called the OPP, the opposite. Across from the 90 is always the HYP, the hypotenuse. Next to the angle is the ADJ. Okay? In this case, we have the OPP over the ADJ, which is the tangent of 20 degrees. Going one step further, equals 15 over X. Next problem. Okay? And pause the video if you need to. the reference angle. Across from the reference angle is the OPP. Next to the angle is the ADJ. And across from the 90 is always the HYP. In this case, we have the OPP over the ADJ. OPP over the ADJ, and that's equal to the tangent, and in this case 2 over x. Oop, 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 oop. Boo-boo. Boo-boo. Tangent 5 degrees over, now it's equal to 2 over x. Alright? Keep going. The REF, okay, which is the reference angle. Therefore, across from the reference is the OPP. Across from the 90 is the HYP. Next to is the adjacent. In this case, we have the OPP and the ADJ. So the tangent of 25 degrees is equal to the OPP over the ADJ, which is x over the square root of 11. Okay? Alright, now your turn. Okay? Your turn to do this one. Now, depending on how long the class discussion was, you might get to the back side of this page. Otherwise, we're going to do it on Wednesday, Thursday. So, thanks for participating with this activity, this real-world trigonometry, and hopefully you had a great discussion on what you want to explore, what you want to dream about, what you want to discover, and be inspired. Okay, now I'm going to stop this video because it's survey time. In the last 20 minutes of class, we want to talk about the solo activity this week. And this solo activity is a survey which is worth 1 quiz score. We need and want and hope everybody takes time with our solo at-home learning activity this week. See you in a minute.